I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with a 3-minute cattle market update for Wednesday, June the 28th. And the board giveth and then the board taketh away on a Monday and then a Tuesday. But how dumb does the rest of the industry feel when they see the board go up the limit on a Monday and down the limit on a Tuesday, and everybody gets all shook up and everything about it and really has no control over it? I mean, were they really worth that much more on Monday and then take it all back away on Tuesday? That doesn't make any sense. But you know, we sometimes see that in publicly traded markets, more so on stocks or something like that, which is a piece of the company. But I guarantee you GM is not going to let some kind of a publicly traded market like that affect the price of their pickups. And that's basically what the cattle industry is doing. The things that you produce, you're letting the publicly traded market just manipulate the price of them from day to day. And it's enough now when you get these the bigger limits, and especially if it went to expanded limits, which it could now. It's enough to really take your head off. But you look at the live cattle futures August contract, Monday was up to $3 limit. Tuesday with expanded limits down 3 1/4 to end the day on Tuesday at 115.02. Feeder cattle August, Monday was up to $450 limit. Tuesday with expanded limits down 457 to end the day on Tuesday at 144.87. And you know, nobody in the cattle business got any benefit out of that. Maybe a few short-term traders got to make a little quick money off that, and seems like that's basically what runs the show nowadays anyway. But look at the weighted average on last week's fed cattle trade on 84,100 head in the 5 area negotiated trade. Live steers average 121.50, down 862 compared to the previous week. The weighted average on dress steers 193.80, down $12.14 compared to the weighted average of previous week. But your packers are really using their head, and they're using this holiday week as a maneuvering block, and like if they were in a race car or something like that, they've got that holiday sitting right in the way, and they're going to use that to hold this market down. And they're not really needing a whole lot of cattle for next week. They bought enough cattle the last 2 weeks for a 2 to 4 week delivery to be able to take care of next holiday week's kill. And then they're buying, they may buy a few cattle this week for the following week, but they can get into some new contracts to fill those up. So they're really sitting pretty, even though most of our feedlots are very current still. And you know, we saw some data there that shows that we're actually more current, about 10% less market rated cattle than we had the same time a year ago. But we're going to give a lot of that up here in the next couple of weeks. But just hope that the feedlots don't continue to hemorrhage this market, losing nearly 20 bucks in the last 2 weeks. You got to hold some market position at some point. Box beef cutout values are falling fast, sharply lower early this week, and mostly off of the choice carcasses. But we knew that was coming, and it's sure enough coming. And then the packers are really going to be hard to trade with then, because they, heaven forbid, lose any money, and they're not going to get excited about that. And if they lose a whole lot of market on the box beef cutout values, they could dial down the change speeds, which will hurt even more. But look at the real-time index on Tuesday late, 144.49 based on 800-pound steer, basically steady, just down 4 cents from Monday. So that's a good sign that we're seeing some steady on our feeder cattle markets early this week, and that just goes to show that there's still demand for the cattle. The buyers just aren't willing to push the envelope any further, and just kind of getting along with each other and letting each other feel their needs on reduced receipts. And a lot of the guys have pulled back from the market getting into this pre-holiday week and everything being shut down next week. But early in the week, Oklahoma City had 5,800 head. Feeders were mostly steady. Again, that's a good thing to see. Joplin Regional Stockyard, 6,700. They were steady to firm most of the day. Saw some late day sales after we saw the big gains in the board on Monday. They're up to $5 higher real late in the day, but just a good steady market there for the most part. Getting into Tuesday, we saw OKC West with their calf sale on Tuesday, and again, light runs there, just 1,500 head of calves. Market there was mostly steady and light test. You go down into south central Missouri, you see West Plains, Missouri at the Ozarks Regional Stockyards, 3,800 head on Tuesday. They had a good market there, firm to $4 higher, and they get a lot of calves there, a lot of crossbred and exotic type calves, selling pretty good right in there as guys are just filling those needs that they have right before the holiday shutdown, because there won't be enough cattle sold in next week's auctions to really fill very many trucks. The only sale that I even know of that's holding an on-site sale will be Green City Livestock Market having their big barbecue special next Wednesday. But one thing they did have in West Plains is they had a couple good slugs of yearling steers there, and look at the price on there. And they're not known for big prices there, but they got a good market for the area. 6 loads of steers weighed 962 pounds in West Plains on Tuesday at 140. And then they had another slug of 6 loads of steers weighing 967, but of plainer type cattle. And West Plains has got the full gamut. That's one of the only places I've ever been that has rings full of every class of cattle that there is, from the fanciest black calves you ever seen in your life to some really good stretchy continental type Charolais crosses and things like that, to cattle that's got way too much ear, cattle that's got way too many spots, some cattle that are pretty light but got big horns on them. I mean, they just got the whole gamut right there, because they're coming from every direction. A lot of Arkansas cattle sold in that West Plains market, but 6 loads of plainer 967 pound steers. Well, they brought from 128 to 132.50, but the bigger slug of them brought the 132.50. Look at an individual quote out of Bluegrass Stockyards in Richmond on Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. 120 head of steers weighed 892 at 147.60. That's 3 minutes, and we'll talk to you on Friday.